very interesting experience. Yeah, they did pause the game eventually there. Apologize, obviously. I don't know what the clue was, but I simply put, I restarted my computer, and all of a sudden everything is fine now. So we should be good to go moving forward here. So jumping back into game number 2 now of Complexity versus Reason Gaming here. Again, right now, it's actually proven to just be a very even game at this point. Bushwack, we're definitely going to get to see some potential of Bushwack and what he can bring to the table. Bottom line in the meantime, Magmus, Eruption going out. The power throw from Maluna coming in, but look at Midas. He gets there in time, throws out the Lion's Pride heal, and now Magmus is going to try to TP out. He will be, no, the Shockwave hits, and he's going to end up falling. Good reactions on the part of Reason Gaming right there. That was good coordination on both sides, really, but better for Reason as they responded.
Powerful, of course, hitting on top, but still, yeah, very greedy to go for that kind of pickup or pick-off attempt there onto Behemoth. Of course, Masera was baiting it as well, jumping in at the right time and keeping Behemoth alive with that heal of him, or heal of his, so definitely well played on Masera's part.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Warbeast is doing 450 gold per minute. Oh, what's going on at the top lane? Parasite?
Yeah, he's going to actually survive right there.
Did you see
TP out? Oh my, yeah, I was going to say, he was trying to just TP out almost in front of them. That's not going to happen, though. He's going to go down, actually.
Hellborn team is here. They could potentially respond. No, they're not going to be able to do so. Now, Warbeast need to be careful a bit. I mean, Elemental Void is still up, and where's Drunken Monster? Drunken Monster is here, but doesn't have the pull key, so they need to be really careful here not to get stuck into the Elemental Void.
Yeah. And they're going to fall back, actually. It's the Legion side, realizing that Complexity doing that themselves. So, okay, something else I did miss was that, okay, so Drunken does have a token of life here. They did kill Congor, it looks like. Well,
that did.
Gone there, so yeah, he's got
I like the decision from theirs as well to give it to Drunken Monster. Obviously, Warbeast is one of the worst heroes in the game to actually give the token of life to, simply because of that metamorphosis state of his, or his ultimate. Seeing as when he respawns with a token, he doesn't have that on cooldown or off cooldown, then it's obviously he's going to be more or less useless.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, by the way, Fuzzy once more. He's not really finding his place with his Magmus. Like, he's trying to look for these kind of kills. He's trying to rotate around and get pickoffs, but he doesn't have the right hero for it. I mean, Magmus is more of that teamfight-oriented kind of hero, while he's used to playing more of those pick-off heroes as Swift played in the last game. So, not working out too well for him. He's still doing 350 gold per minute, so impressive farm on his part, but he's 1-4-0.
All right, there we go. Sorry, obviously dealing with this issue here. I just wanted to make sure that things are good to go now. As far as the stream coming back on with the delay here and everything. You know, just yeah, the stream does go down, but it should only be like a minute or so. Then we'll be good to go. So I do got to say, I respect you for still going, even though you couldn't hear me. And you weren't
I wasn't sure if I were talking to myself. It was a little bit awkward, and I was like,
well,
all right, I'm not sure.
The funny thing is, so I was going to talk with you, but yeah, you couldn't hear me. So, but the stream obviously was still working, so they could hear you.
That's so
still
weird.
going. So yeah. Anyways, okay, that's a thing of the past now. So here we are back into this one. The token of life, it is going to be wearing off in the end. So sure, good idea to get it on him, but doesn't seem like Complexity really is able to push the issue with it, and instead just going to farm away at the bottom lane and let it wear out, run its course here. The 5,000 goldie, though, 6,400 experience there right now, looking pretty good for the Legion side. That Wingbow, or actually, I mean, you mentioned the idea of a Genjiro earlier on Bushwack. I don't think he would go this first, though, if he plans to go Genjiro here. I think this is probably going to be Wingbow at this point.
I would assume so, yeah.
Against the Drunken.
There is still no Savage Mace on the Hellborn side, so probably going to be Wingbow first at least, and potentially follow it up with a Genjiro of his.
Yeah.
I mean, Warbeast, he's going to finish up the Brutalizer first, but after that, actually what's going on in the top lane, Luna is going to be found. Can he be able to disjoint? He got a Deja Vu activated. Actually, he's going to be able to just run out of there. Unless that happens, of course.
Sarah snipes her out. With the golden salvo there, so well played.
And Fuzzy down in the bot lane once more, like he just keeps getting caught. Actually, maybe I spoke too soon.
This time, he actually does escape, and now actually they're running back in as Drunken Master. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, it's only them two. Drunken's almost playing like he had a token still, but in the end, not going to overstay their welcome. They fall back before any dangerous happens. As Bushwack going at it with the creep wave down here. So Bushwack now running back to base though as they are rotating over. Looking to set up the kill onto him, and it's good that he does it. Now there is no vision from the Legion side actually, so they're kind of doing this blindly right now. A double damage rune spawns down here. I wonder if
did it pick up on that? I think Parasite should have spotted it, maybe not.
I don't think they did actually.
He just got his Porky by the way, so they should be able to deal with the Tempest now, even though he has that shrunken head of his. Now the question is, does Reason Gaming want to commit to a push? Do they want to commit to a team fight? Do they want to use the Veil Rot to try to go for a gank attempt in the enemy forest? Or do they want to wait for Tempest to sit back and farm all the way to a Restoration Stone? I don't think that a Restoration Stone, it might happen. Yeah, it might happen this game, but I don't think that sitting back and waiting for it would be the right choice. I do think that Reason Gaming should try to make something happen.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough spot, but yeah, I think Reason Gaming can afford to try to make a play right here for sure with what they got currently. I mean, Bushwack with a wing bow now especially, he definitely is hitting pretty damn hard. On top of, he's not very tanky, but the evasive idea of the wing bow here will be great
top
against
lane, by the way.
The Drunken Master. Top lane Magmus, though they tried to catch the Midas here, but the Void Talisman even coming out, he gets away. Now they're going to go back in.
Magmus.
They're going to find him? Oh my god, they found him perfectly. Knew exactly where he went, it seemed like.
Our nice Meteor as well, preventing the Polki from Magmus when he pops up. What's going down? Where did they port? Oh, they put it down to the bot lane. That was a very premature port from Reason Gaming. I felt like they could have continued to pressure the top lane. But for some reason, the support's porting back to base.
Yeah. The Drunken Master, and so we'll clean up the Legion jungle here. He's, thinking that he's going to have something here soon. I mean, his farm isn't too crazy, but he's been sitting on the Ghost Marches and the Shrunken now for a little bit. He has 2,100 gold saved up. I wonder if something like a Shield Breaker is going to be an item for him to possibly go for, try to really enhance the damage here of him and Warbeast especially. And actually it's going to catch Tempest in his jungle as he ports on over, pops the Untouchable, but without help, I don't know if he's getting this kill. Staggers in, and now he needs to be careful. Shrunkenhead's going to be popped. Void Talisman on Midas, but that did not help against the Parasite there. However, the shotgun coming out. The other one catches everyone, but where's the follow? Behemoth coming in. He will get the one kill on a Parasite right there. Bushwack now running, though, with that Shrunken Head on a Warbeast. Scared of it. He's falling back, doing some damage as he can. More is picked off. Drunken leaps over to Bushwack, but down goes Drunken Master as he does. So really close exchange right there. In fact, Bushwack wants to now chase back here, knowing there's no ulti form on a Warbeast. Doesn't look like it's going to get close enough, though. And that'll be the end of that exchange there.
That was a very interesting fight. Started off a little bit awkward, but nice Elemental Void, obviously not enough follow-up damage. The Warbeast actually might be blocked off.
Still going. Bushwack's coming over, sidestep in a couple seconds. And not close enough,
this should be the way to, this should be the chance to turn him.
Uh-oh, Bushwack, he's out of mana. Midas coming in. They get the stun on it. Magmus right there. The transmute goes off. And then Bushwack is able to hold his ground. If that eruption went off, that's a dead Bushwack right there, most likely. Well, he does have shrunken, so maybe not. He got killed by the neutrals, though. That's a little lucky for Magmus right there. But at least it does work out for the Legion side. That was almost close to Bushwack actually getting killed after that whole chase for them. But he stays alive, and I think it's safe to say, though, he wants to kind of bulk up here. I think almost he doesn't have an attack modifier yet. I really think the Whispering Helm into a full symbol here could be of value.
That could definitely be an option here. Let's see what he chooses to go for here. Seeing as it's Imbaboy, though, I'm going to say Genjuro. But I think you're right. I think Symbol would be the better choice. Yeah, he's going to go for it. So Symbol of Rage it is. Yeah. No, wait, he sold it. Never mind.
Did he? Okay. Well.
Yeah, he wants to keep the buyback, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think he's being indecisive here exactly. Just wants to keep the buyback and get a little bit more gold before purchasing the Whispering Helm in full here.
Warbeast, by the way, changed his mind. He's not going for the Brutalizer. He's going straight for the Savage Mace instead as a response to that wing bow of Bushwack.
Huh.
So he should have it here now in 500 gold or so.
So he's going to sit on the Mighty Blade for now. I guess he'll probably... Oh, yeah, they catch down here. Aluna by herself. That's a bad spot to be by herself, as everyone's really there for the Legion side. So Reason Gaming, good catch from them. Okay.
Oscar's actually going for Savage Mace as well, by the way. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Yeah, that's actually... I agree there. Wow, that's very greedy. But he did go the Assassin Trial, by the way. So it was a change.
Oh,
of
he
mind.
did?
Yeah.
Really?
He buys it there.
Wow. All right, so
I don't know.
it's the Imba Boy factor. He likes to hear. He likes the item.
God, to me though, he's so squishy, man. And again, the Shrunken's really not negating damage necessarily because of Warbeast and Drunken. They don't care about the Shrunken head, so I just don't.
You know what? I think, like, the reasoning behind it, though, I think at least, is that they're not going to have any dust. They're not going to have any reveal on the Hellborn side. It's going to be on Parasite or Aluna. Obviously, Aluna is not going to be part of the team fight. She's going to be positioned in the back. So even if she's nearby, the dust is probably not going to reach Bushwack in those team fights. So Shroud should be able to save him from the Warbeast and the Drunken Monster. Then the question is if Parasite is going to be able to keep up with him or not.
That's the thing. I mean, obviously he already has a Puzzle Box level 3. He does have a dust on him currently, actually, as we're talking about that. So it's definitely greed. So we'll see. Now the damage potential, of course, especially the burst now, is going to be even higher for Bushwack. And maybe that'll be the concept here, really catch them. But a lot of big items being picked up there. Sheepstick coming out for Midas. And the full Savage Mace is finished on Warbeast now. So now I will say Warbeast, he doesn't have anything that's enhancing his attack speed currently. It's actually Parasite. Is going to get caught over here, locked down long enough. The Infest wasn't in time. He goes down mid-cast right there. Tempest, he's in trouble. The Elemental Void wants to catch it. He casts it at the last second. He's barely alive. Can they support it in the end, though? They will do just that. They take out Drunken Master, and now it's Warbeast by himself. The Shrunken going to wear off right there. He's going for Bushwack. Bushwack cutting away. Does have the Assassin Shroud up, and look at this. Now Warbeast out of ulti form. They're going to go for the turn kill. They'll get it. Down goes Warbeast, so the Assassin Shroud does pay dividends there. And now they're going to chase after Magmus.
Well.
Yeah, the Sheepstick to lock came down. The red stud from Aluna, it just doesn't matter. Double tap for Imba Boy. And they get the tower pushed in as well. So that Elemental Void proved to be huge at the last second.
That it did. It was just like, Parasite got caught, and Drunken Monster and Warbeast was like, what are we going to do? Like, there's no way for us to help you. If we run in there, we're going to get into the Elemental Void. In the end, they still make the decision to actually run straight in and just try to kill Tempest before he can actually get it off. But obviously was the wrong choice in the end, and they are going to fall. They're not going to get any Raxes out of it, so if Hellborn team is smart now, they try to commit or at least force a Congor fight, because Elemental Void is going to be on cooldown for another 2 minutes here.
Yeah.
This is their opportunity to make something happen.
And it is, and you see right here the Hellborn team kind of pushing out, so we'll see what kind of move they are able to make here, Congor. Sure enough, up, of course. You see Midas nearby, though. Aluna's kind of charging a little recklessly by herself. She wants to get a ward down, but very recklessly, really. But she actually does get it down. However, she was spotted doing it. It's not so sneaky.
Midas, though, is going to be spotted as well. The cooldown. Oh, my gosh. That was last second Elemental Warp right there. But well played, Sarah.
Yeah. And just to make the escape, that was an illusion that they just bursted the face hug used even. But not a long cooldown, of course, so it's not a huge deal there. Magmus, bottom lane. Runs at a Midas down here, but is 2 going to be fine.
I'm curious for why the Hellborn team is running away. Actually, yeah, now Midas is overextending big time. But the Hellborn team, I mean, the Elemental Void is down. They should just keep on going. They shouldn't be the one falling back. I feel like they should be the one rushing forward.
You see the Bound Eye also dropped on top of that, so Masera, having some fun in chat right there, but that was a pretty big kill for complexity. You got the Bound Eye now, so the Genjiro for Bushwack. It's still a great ability, great item, of course, but they will have the idea of being able to see through the invis. That on top of the puzzle box minions here. Several ways now. Here goes the jump to Warbeast. He can't ulti. He can't do a damn thing. He is dead. No buyback, and that's the opening that complexity, or excuse me, Reason Gaming was looking for. And now Congor, that's pretty much a sure thing here. If they want it. No, they don't. They don't even want it, apparently.
I guess they prioritize the Raxes first, but I mean, there's no saying that Warbeast doesn't have a buyback at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he did buy the Shrunk or Savage Maze recently, but all right, they're gonna take a chance here at least, and it's going to show, or it's going to prove, or it's going to be the correct one because there's no buyback on the Hellborn team, and it's probably going to secure at least one set of racks.
Yep.
Another 40 seconds before Warbeast respawns, but I don't know why Complexity was so scared in that previous engagement. I just felt like, you know, Elemental Void is down, this is your opportunity, but for some reason, even when they killed Midas, they still didn't want to commit. Just went back and tried to farm up. I don't know what that was all about.
Well, Bushwack definitely showing off his strength here, 680 gold per minute. The Geometer's being finished as well. He is leading the damage charts here. But no doubt the supporting cast, you know, the spell shards actually has Zane that he went earlier on, by the way. We didn't really talk too much about that, but helping enhance some damage there, and he's definitely had some great vision, some good shockwaves from him. Midas, the sheepstick presence has obviously been big across the board, and then and of course Tank Effect landing some huge Elemental Void. So Midas in the meantime catching Magmus as he's trying to sneak in, and Bound Eye going to drop there. And the Legion team will pick it up for themselves. So sure, Warbeast is back up. But now you got a token on this Bushwack. There it is, going to chase. Look at a Luna. So much burst damage right there. Double damage rune on Bushwack. That would be why. And he goes right for the bottom tower. He has the token. What do you do if you're Complexity? Not a whole lot.
You cannot do anything. Not as long as the Magmus is dead. There is just no way for them to initiate. They don't have a single tool to initiate.
Yeah.
I mean, they could try to tablet the Drunken Master.
Okay, there you go. They jump in. He doesn't even care. He just goes for the racks, and now they turn in the background. Warbeast.
Elemental Void.
It's ready. It's just a matter of getting the placement
sitting
for it.
behind, though. Imba Boy is having his illusional Parasite right now. Now it's time to use the Elemental Void, but it's not even necessary.
It's not. Bushwack still has the token, by the way. There we go. There's the Elemental Void to catch Parasite. Pretty much having fun with it at this point. They know the game's all but over here. Bushwack may actually fall, but he's going to come right back up. Full life and full mana. Parasite is able to chase down the Tempest, but Bushwack right-clicks him down. A double tap for him, my boy. That should do it. We should finish in a split series here. Unless Complexity isn't going to insist on actually maybe staying around a little bit longer. Warbeast and Magmus still are up. Okay, so they are going to hold off a little longer here. And Magmus will stun in to start the way.
Last team fight, but all right, that's
that did it. The Magmus jumped it. All right, so that's going to do it for Game 2. And again, it will finish in a tied series here of 1-1 between Bad Monkey Gaming and, between Complexity and Reason Gaming here. So look at the standings. These aren't updated just yet, but it gives you an idea. Again, they'll each get 1 point. So Reason actually going to be tied now with Sync Eastworth, not Sync, technically. And that is the final game for Reason Gaming. Meanwhile, you have Complexity actually going to move up to 12 points, so they'll claim third place for the time being themselves currently. So it's going to come down to the final match, final matches even, that are scheduled for today of Fresh versus Revolution, so no impact there on the ones that we're talking about. But Bad Monkey Gaming will be playing Not Sync Esports here to finish it off here for the final series. And that'll help us determine those 1, 2, and then 3, 4 positions.
all right. So Fresh won their